Hello, this is the first video for that Atkins of a tier list video. Lately here on the channel I've been doing a lot of TikTok filters of tier lists and blind ranking, and those have been a lot of fun. You can go on the channel and watch a lot of those. But today we're going to do start actually tier list videos. I'm a 31-year-old man. I guess this type of entertainment is fun for me now, so we are now going to do that. Okay, tier list, fast foods, Popeyes. I've never been to Popeyes, but I remember when I was younger, me and my family, we went to a concert in Cincinnati, Ohio, but it was like 11 o'clock at night, and we were at the hotel, and I was like in 7th, 8th grade at this point, and my mom and dad had to go find food, so there was a Popeyes right next to the hotel, but the drive-through, we didn't have a car, we rode with someone else, so my mom had to walk through the drive-through, but the restaurant didn't know they were in the drive-through, so they were like jumping around trying to get the restaurant to notice them. That's the only experience I have of Popeyes, is my parents frantically trying to get their attention at a restaurant. I remember it was kind of good, so I mean, middle of the road though. I'll put it at C. Now, I've always, A&W, I thought that was just a drink. And there is really none around me, so I'll just put too far away. Arby's. Arby's gets a bad rap. I don't know why. Everyone hates on Arby's. I don't get it. It's decent food. Curly fries are above this world. Okay, the roast beef sandwiches, they're okay. Bleh, they're a little okay. But I feel like their curly fries carries them so hard. I really do. And when you buy a medium drink, it's not like just a pint-sized little drink. It's actually a good-sized drink. And now, I've never had anything else from Arby's. Now, okay, a lot of these tier list ratings, by the way, is from my college days, just so you know. I would put Arby's at a B. That's my opinion. It's not as bad as everyone thinks. The curly fries are really not half that bad. The roast beef sandwiches, you got to get the one with cheese, and their Arby's sauce is good. I feel like it gets a bad rap because it's become an internet joke at this point, and most of the time people will just go with the joke on, oh, it's bad because it's funny to say it's bad. It's not that bad. Chipotle. There is too much cilantro at Chipotle. The first time I ever ate there, I thought they put something in my burrito, because I'm one of these people that when I eat cilantro, it is just straight soap. Like someone has force-fed me a bar of soap into my mouth hole. Everything else is great, but every time I have gave Chipotle so many chances, and I know it's not them, it's me. I am the problem. I am well aware to admit this, but I'm sorry, Chipotle. If they just would not put cilantro in their food, it'd be fantastic. Maybe they are putting dish soap in their food. I don't know, but I will say, everything else is good except the cilantro, which tastes like dish soap. So I'll put that at D, because I really don't like the taste of dish soap. I know some people say, oh, you'll get used to it. I'm sorry, soap is not food. You should not get used to things that don't taste like food. Soap is to clean, not to consume. Okay, moving on. Domino's. Probably one of the low tier pizza joints, I think. Pizza Hut's way better. Where I live, there's a place called Giovanni's, which is fantastic. Little Caesars is cheap, but it gets the job done. Papa John's and Domino's, I've just never been a fan of, because one, too far away, but not too far. And two, they just don't hit me like Pizza Hut does. Pizza Hut is the best pizza chain, I think. I'm more of a deep dish type of pizza, and their crust and their sauce, which is kind of sweet, is just perfect for me. Now, don't get me wrong, Domino's does get the job done. So I'll put that at C. Jollibee, that's just too far away from me. I live in the middle of Appalachia, where it's like makes the news when we get a new Dairy Queen in the area. That's the type of place I live at. So that's not. I'm not gonna even fathom or think the idea of a Jollibee near me. I live so far away from everywhere that people go on vacation just to go to White Castle. I'm one of those people. Don't judge me. KFC. My wife loves KFC. Me, it's okay. I wish the chicken tenders were bigger. And I pray so much they would bring back their popcorn chicken. Maybe one day. But KFC's good. KFC is classic. It's great chicken. I'll put that at B. I mean, there's not much to say about KFC. They're like the forefathers of fried chicken. And they get the job done when you want fried chicken. They're a little too expensive at times. I do remember the one time they had that one... it was technically a sandwich, but the buns were replaced with 2 giant fried chicken patties. And it was like 2,000 calories to eat one of them. And of course, this was back years ago. I'm trying to cut back on fast food. Ironic I'm doing this list. But I remember taking that and not eating that monstrosity of a food thing. And I had a headache for like 3 days straight. My cholesterol or blood pressure was just through the roof. But, yeah. KFC at B. Del Taco. Again, too far away. Really too far away from me. I don't even know where a Del Taco near me is. I'm on the East Coast in the middle of Appalachia, so Del Taco is probably not on our radar. Panda Express. I did recently go to my first Panda Express ever, and it was awesome. I thought it was great. There wasn't really anything wrong with me. My wife had a great time. There wasn't many people there, but I kind of like that. Kind of chill and relaxing. I prefer the lo mein noodles over the rice. Just me. I'll put that at B. I'm cool with B. Jack in the Box. Again, too far away. I'm learning that I live in the middle of nowhere. I really do live in the middle of nowhere. But that's okay. Pizza Hut. Like I said, I'm going to put Pizza Hut at A. I think Pizza Hut, when it comes to pizza chains, is the best. They're a little expensive, like I've said. Or haven't said, but I've said it now. They are a little expensive, but that's okay. I still love Pizza Hut. Their pizza is amazing. Hardee's. Gonna put that right at F. Beyond overrated. I get the commercials back in the day. I get it. It was all the rage, those raunchy commercials. Now, when you eat there, you're like, this food is not that great. There's only one in my area, and I've went there a handful of times, and I've been disappointed every single time. I can just get better food at other fast food joints. I can. Wendy's. Classic. I love Wendy's. A. Back in the day, Wendy's had these nuggets that were in this like container, and there were special sauces, like real spicy sauces, kind of like they do now, but it was a little bit different. That stuff was awesome back in the day. Their chicken sandwiches are great. Their burgers are fantastic. Wendy's is like I would call it the fanciest fast food restaurant a fast food restaurant can be. I think that's a fair assessment to say with Wendy's. I mean, now let's just say it's Wendy's, and they're always, every time I go to one, it's always clean, and they're most of the time always friendly. I never have any issue. Even when I used to DoorDash, I would get Wendy's, and I knew it would always be right, and they never had issues. So right at A, it goes. Burger King. You remember back in the day, in the 90s, where Burger King had their lightning bolt chicken nuggets, and they changed it. I was so upset about that. I was so upset. And now, I don't know what their food is now, but it just tastes cheap, if that makes sense. It just tastes really cheap, and I'm not a big fan of it. Every now and again, everyone craves a Whopper. But for me, I'm going to put it at C. It's okay every now and again, not every single day, because I feel like if you eat Burger King every single day, you will create a black hole in your gut, and your toilet will hate you. So that's where I'm putting that. Sonic. Putting that right at F. Listen, I used to do DoorDash for a living. Well, on the side. And Sonic was the worst place to go get you, like, a customer's DoorDash. It was horrible. They got better over time. But I remember I was DoorDashing, and I was determined to get this one order. And they had sent it in 3 separate times, and Sonic canceled it. And then I had to wait an extra 40 minutes for another order. And when you're DoorDashing, like, time is money. You gotta go. But, no, I've never had the food. I'm only going off an experience getting food from there. I have tried, like, one thing from there once. But, for me, I'm putting it right at F, just from experience of trying to DoorDash at Sonic. Five Guys. I remember, man, I had Five Guys once when I was like in middle school, and I don't really remember it. So I'll put that at D. No, we'll put that at C, just in the middle, because I just don't remember. This is my S. Taco Bell at S, right there. Taco Bell was fantastic in college. Little fun fact: I had this fish, this puffer fish, in my car all the time when I would go to Taco Bell drive-thru, and I would have it hanging on my rearview mirror, and all the time people in the Taco Bell drive-thru would make a big deal out of it, and we would make conversation. I would actually recognize certain people, and it was just a very memorable time. And plus, their food is just great. It's honest. I don't think the most unhealthiest thing, unless you just drink a bunch of Mountain Dew there. But a lot of the stuff there is not. It's like most of it's just like 5 or 6, 7 ingredients, and they just mix and match most of the time. That's what Taco Bell is. Chicken quesadilla, classic. Their grilled cheese burrito, classic. They used to have a Crunchwrap Supreme, but with chicken and like some kind of spicy sauce back in the day in college. That's all I remember. But Taco Bell at S. Dunkin' Donuts. Ooh. If I don't do this right, my wife will be mad at me. I'll put Dunkin' Donuts at C. I'm okay with that. Middle of the road. I'm just not a big donut guy, and I'm not a big coffee drinker. Well, I am a coffee drinker, but I prefer to get my coffee at McDonald's. Just me personally. But yeah, C, down the middle. I don't even know what this one is. I have never seen that logo before, so if I have not seen that logo, it is probably too far away. So there we go. In-N-Out, like I said, too far away. I live so far in Appalachia that there are some parts in Appalachia that the deer are so accustomed to people that they just, when a car comes, they just don't move. They just don't go. They just don't go anywhere. They just stare at you. I'm that far out. McDonald's. So I've got a love-hate relationship with McDonald's. I eat there. I think everyone eats there a bunch. But I hate it. I did try the Chicken Big Mac, and I thought that was the best thing they've done in a long while. But everything else, I think it's just gone downhill so bad that it just doesn't taste like it once did. I'll put it B. I would consider C, but just college days, I would go to McDonald's after college class and watch Rooster Teeth and all like Game Grumps and eat McDonald's. And that was I was clearly a cool kid back in college. But yeah, B at McDonald's. Long John Silver's. Listen, I know it has a horrible reputation. It's extremely expensive, but for nostalgia purposes, back in the day, it was really special to me. Nowadays, if you eat it, your toilet will sue you for harassment. But back in the day, it was my go-to place for me and my family on Sundays. That was like the go-to place. So I could put Long John's either B or C. I'll put them in B. No, C. Because nowadays, it's all grease. The last one, Panera Bread. I've only had a handful of times, but I'm not a fancy dude, and I feel like Panera Bread is like fancy for like hipsters who don't have much money. That's not an insult, but for me personally, I'm not a big Panera Bread person. So I'll put that at D. And now that we are here, I'm going to look over and see if there's any other things I would change. I would move KFC to B. No, sorry, C. Yeah. And then I think everything else is good. What do you think? I've got Taco Bell at S, Pizza Hut and Wendy's at A, Arby's, Panda Express, and McDonald's at B, Popeyes, Domino's, Burger King, Five Guys, Dunkin' Donuts, Long John Silver's, KFC at C, Chipotle, and Panera Bread at D, Hardee's at F, Sonic at F, and just too far away the rest of them. What do you think? Good? I think it's good. I mean, for me, it's good. I made the thing. So, like it and follow and subscribe, whatever you kids nowadays do. Links in descriptions for everything else for you to go check out. That is cool and awesome. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day, an awesome time, and God bless.